This is the intro to chess. Start off by putting all the pawns in the second to back row. Next, put the two castle-looking dudes in the corners. Those are rooks. Next are the horses. Those are knights, and they go next to the rooks. Next are the bishops. Those are the tall-looking dudes, and they go next to the knights. Next are the king and queens. The king goes on the opposite color square, and the queen goes on the same color square. So white queen on white square, and white king on black square. Do the same thing for the black pieces. When playing chess, the white pieces always go first. This is how all the pieces move, starting with the pawns. The pawns can start off by moving 2 squares forward, but after that, they can only move 1 square forwards. And if there's something in front, they can't move. Pawns can move diagonal, but that's only to take a piece. When the pawn gets to the other side, that's called a promotion, and they can turn into any other piece, like a queen, like a bishop, like a rook. The horses dudes, the knights, they can only move in an L shape, which is 3 spaces and then 1 to the left or right. Knights can jump over 1 piece, but they can't jump over 2. Next are the bishops. They can only move diagonal and stay on their colored square. The bishop on the black squares can only move diagonally on the black squares, and they can't jump over any other pieces. Rooks can move forwards, backwards, left, and to the right. There's a move called castling, where if you don't move the king and you don't move a rook, you can move the king over 2 squares, and the rook that's on the same side moves right past it and next to the king. Bishops can only take pieces diagonally. Knights can only take pieces doing the L shape. Rooks can only take pieces that are in front of them, behind them, to the left and to the right. Queens move like a bishop and a rook, and they can take any pieces across the board if they're moving like a bishop or a rook. Kings can only move 1 square, but they can move any square that's around them. Finally is a secret pawn move. You can't tell anyone. It's when the opposing pawn makes its first move 2 spaces forward, and if it moves right next to your pawn, you can move your pawn right behind it and capture the pawn.